Well, now that I just tried to adjust my volume and revealed the fact that I've been sitting here the whole time, might as well just start it now. Welcome to Whatever Wednesday 13, the one that wasn't gonna happen. But I decided, man, I should provide live coverage of the boxing match between Unity and the internet right now. Because it's a fucking shit show. I love shit shows. I love it when the internet burns down. It's a great way to make money. Great way to profit off of it. I say, like, this stream's gonna get, like, $5 in ad revenue at most. If it doesn't get demonetized. I'm eating popcorn. Because I refuse to eat ramen, but it's the only thing I have left in my fucking house. How's everybody going today? Got a new overlay. Adjusted my volumes around a little bit so the music can actually be heard. Good, but she said 6 inches ain't enough. It's always enough. Just gotta believe. Believe? Hunting rabbits. I just found the teaching materials for my trade class. First test is tomorrow. Godspeed. Take that 6 inches comment out of context. So I think you're supposed to. I think that was the entire plan, the entire time. So open up Twitter so that way you know this is a live feed. In case we may remember anything, or miss anything. Because this shit's changing like a bunch. Like the fact that Unity just removed their GitHub repo. God damn. Okay. So catch anybody up to speed. My blood sugar's a little bit low, so I'm like rapidly eating popcorn trying to build it back up. For anybody that may have missed, Unity rolled out a new pricing plan that is going to track you, or track developers, based on the profit from their project, which isn't anything new, and the installs of their product. Any install, regardless. Be that first-time installs, reinstalls, piracy installs, or anything that it initializes Unity for a first-time startup. It doesn't take an idiot to realize why that's bad. It's like $200,000 and 200,000 installs. Oh, there's games out there with millions upon millions of installs that have made tons of money. This goes into effect January 1st. It affects new and current Unity Engine games. It will not start tracking until January 1st. So, it's not like you're going to get, bashed on the head for 35 million installs before January 1st. Regardless, the internet's not happy with it, and it's probably not hard to see why. And so, the internet's been up in flames about these changes, and the more you look into them, the worse they get. So like I said, it's going to be for reinstalls, okay, no, let me take that back. It was originally going to be for reinstalls, and they had no way to check piracy. So pirated installs could have possibly charged you. It's like 20 cents per install. They've recently changed that to now, we'll only charge you for the first install. We won't tell you how we're going to do that. And if you're on Game Pass, we won't charge you. We won't charge you, quote unquote. Instead, we'll charge Microsoft. Now, Unity's got some fucking balls to do that. They try to charge Microsoft, try to hang Microsoft on the hook for the bill. That's ballsy. I wouldn't walk up to Microsoft and be like, yeah, you owe me money now, bitch. For these games that you're hosting, that these other people developed, that cost us nothing to install on people's computers, you're footing the bill. Psychopath. When people asked how they're going to track this data, they won't reveal how they're going to track it. It's proprietary data. It's all secret. It's all hush-hush. They don't want anybody to know how it's going to work. And probably because it probably has to do with the company that they acquired not too long ago that's known for malware and data collection. So I am curious to see what kind of garbage is installed with Unity right now in any game that you get off of Steam or basically anything that runs on Unity. I would like to see someone crack them open and see what programs are in there under the developers and under the players' noses. Because that's sketchy as hell. I think the most aggravating part of this whole thing right now is... Hold on, I gotta turn down music to my headphones. Not that much. I think the most aggravating part of this whole ordeal is that Unity sees people complaining. Like, they see what people are saying, and they're actively talking to them, and see that nobody is happy with this plan. Not a single fucking person is happy with this plan. Turns around and says, okay, well, we're going to regroup and we're going to rethink about this. And they did. And they came back with a slightly improved plan. Or at least improved on their end. Because at the end of the day, it's still a completely and utterly garbage plan. But this insinuates that they see the outrage, they see what people are unhappy with, but they are still going through with it anyways. Meaning they put everything into this one bag. They put all of their fruits into one basket for this. And expected it just go over, perfectly. All, roses and daisies. What's great is at the same time, there's other engines are now advertising very heavily. Godot, or what is it? Godot, I think is how it's pronounced. Unreal, what is it? The one on Steam that's like $20, like Indie Engine or something like that, are absolutely taking advantage of this. So I don't think Unity is going to last for much longer. And if I had to guess, because the CEO sold a bunch of stocks just before he pulled this stunt, I'm going to guess the company's actively trying to short itself and make a quick profit before it goes down under. There's a lot of shady shit going on. Because if you guys remember, the current CEO of Unity is John... Oh, how the hell do I pronounce his last name? John Riccitiello or something like that? Something... Sounds Italian. I can't pronounce it because I'm always horrible with names. He used to be a former CEO of EA. And he literally got booted out of his company because he fucking sucked. He was underperforming. He was looking to monetize instead of improve on pretty much anything that EA did. Not that they're changed much. That policy still stands, and I'm sure he would have actually shined in EA's studios today. But they booted him out. And this is where he ended up. And I'm glad to see that over the course of 15, 20 years, that this jackass has not changed. I imagine he's going to walk into his office tomorrow with, like, horses' heads and dead fish all over his desk. I think the shitty part is they're only giving developers 3 months before this goes into effect. 3 months is not a lot of time to switch engines if you're deep into a project. And I feel like we could see a lot of games that are going to disappear in about 3 months. And which is unfortunate. Getting booted out of EA because of greed, it really says something. Yeah, no. Yeah, we're evil, but holy fuck, dude. I don't think anybody does competitive or aggressive pricing like that. Do a public long dry multiplayer stream. No. Next question. Let's reinstall Fall Guys 20 times each day. That's an idea. I think that's the part that got me fucked up is like, when I was looking at it, like it would have been nutty to just see, yeah, we're charging you for every unit you push, for every unit you sell. But it's not even that. It's for each and every fucking install. Luckily, they rolled that back. It's still not any good, but they rolled that back. I can't believe they thought they were going to get away with that. If he did sell stock after this stunt, the FCC is going to be up his ass. He sold it before. He sold it like a week ago. And I think he was probably sold it to someone who was wanting to short the company, and he was looking to do a favor, because I don't think he has any interest in keeping that company alive any longer. I'd be willing to bet that in 2 to 3 years, if not sooner than that, that Unity is going to liquidate. Because they've been doing all sorts of horrible decision making and have hardly fucking progressed with their engine. Other engines are running laps around Unity right now. Yet Unity is the most fucking expensive indie-friendly title, or indie-friendly engine on the market. It's too late. 4chan already found out days ago. Yeah. When they liquidate, I really hope that their leftovers get open sourced. I doubt it. What is that PS2 game that is filled with spiders? Stuntman. Still sitting on the desk. You see Elon get in trouble with the Pentagon. He keeps shutting down Starlink. When Ukraine is about to do major attacks, it's funny too because Elon keeps turning off Starlink, but he hasn't realized that Stormy Shadow cruise missiles don't give a shit about Starlink. Whack. I know nothing about that. I heard something. I didn't know nothing about it though. I didn't read into it. Twitter's been trying to get me hard for Elon Musk over the last few days. I talked shit about the Cybertruck once. Fucking once. And my feed has been nonstop shit about Elon Musk's biography, Elon Musk's Cybertruck, Elon Musk's new fucking Tesla model, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't care about Tesla and Elon Musk. And it's unfortunate because no matter how many times I say on there, I do not fucking care. You hit the little buttons that say not interested. It just keeps coming back. I didn't even know that Tesla had a fucking Bitcoin. And so I truly believe that Elon has it set up where if you interact with anything of his at all, you're going to be force-fed all of his bullshit. And to me, the Cybertruck is the ugliest fucking thing that has ever rolled off a production line here in the US or anywhere, for that matter. And if I go camping out in the mountains and I see one of those drive by, I'm throwing fucking nails under your tires. Mostly because Tesla owners are the most insufferable fucking pricks. Cybertruck looks like it was Cyberpunk 2077 PS4 on launch day. It looks even worse because they've now had to design the truck with features that are road legal in the US. So you get... I don't know what parts bin they pulled the bumper out of, but it doesn't fit the truck at all. So you just got 4 polygons and like an F-150 front fucking bumper. It's the ugliest fucking thing I've ever seen. What do you think of Roblox when it become a dating app? I'm not even surprised. Remotely. Fuck it, right? Platforms full of pedophiles? Let's give them a platform, I guess. Let's give them a boost. I hate that. Still wonder how people can praise him after his... The Tesla is the Toyota Camry of electric cars. There are so fucking many of them, and they're all over the fucking place. It's not impressive. I wish people would stop thinking that the Tesla was impressive now. Now that everybody and their mother's making an electric car. They just happen to make the most of them. They're the Honda Civic of the electric car world. When I see people, flashing around them and, giving them praise and making all these, like, fancy videos and whatnot, it's like fucking recording a lawnmower to me. The best part about nails on the tires is self-driving AI won't be able to handle it. Well, they can't handle cop cars, and they can't handle traffic cones, so that doesn't surprise me. Did you guys see that the taxis in San Francisco, you could stop them by putting a traffic cone on the hood? It's hilarious. Literally 8 people in my neighborhood own Tesla. It's so boring. I think the funniest thing about the Cybertruck is he was very obviously trying to mimic what DeLorean or DMC did back in the days. There's a reason why DMC went defunct. It's a cool car, yes. But nobody's interested in them fucking things.
There is only one electric vehicle I am interested in. It is called Nobe.
Nobe. Oh, it's an actual thing. I thought this was about to be a leeway into a no bitches joke. Which would have been fucking hilarious. Oh, that's actually kind of neat. They're kind of old style. WebP. Go fuck yourself. Hold on. I'm trying to find a picture that isn't WebP. 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 God damn. There we go. JPEG. I kind of like that. It's odd, but it's neat. I'm gonna have to go. I hope what you said when I asked you about the Tyson chicken tenders are true. Oh, you're gonna try it? Definitely try it. Shake them around in a Tupperware container to get the sauce spread around evenly. If you're talking about what I think you're talking about. Looks like an old school Mercedes. It does look like it. It's got a little bit of Mercedes, some old BMW in it, and honestly, I like it. It's different. They have a pickup and they have a van. The pickup looks like an old F-150 mixed with a C10. But unfortunately, all of those are WebPs, and I cannot show you. Right set of rear end. Yeah. I'd rather be caught driving this than a Tesla, to be quite honest with you. There's a South American brand that's making EVs that are fucking Gull Wings. Awesome. I love Gull Wings. Ohio! Some Tesla have Gull Wings! Yeah, but it's also fucking Tesla, so I don't care about them. F-150 Lightning? You know what? I wouldn't actually mind if I was gonna get an electric truck. I want the Rivian. I think the Rivian looks cool. The Rivian kind of fits into that market that I want. The F-150 Lightning, it's neat, but it's just an F-150 with an electric engine. It doesn't bring anything new to the table other than a new engine type. I guess you get more storage space with the quote-unquote frunk, which is a fucking term I hate. The Rivian is apparently super unreliable. That's kind of just the way it is with every electric car, though. Nobody's nailed the reliable electric car. And also being 2 times heavier. Yes. The Dobe has a fucking top speed of 90 miles an hour. I would not take that thing above, like, 55. It's neat. I don't trust it past that. If one of the 12-volt batteries fails, it can't even open the door. I don't know. I still like the Rivian. I like the looks of the Rivian. I like the features of the Rivian. The thing is that we all know that I'm not getting an electric car anytime soon. I'm broke as shit, so it's like I'll just tell you what I want. I can't tell you what I can get. The Lightning would be neat, but I don't know. I don't feel like it's unique enough for me to care. Lost 1 sheep to a pre-existing parasite, but I did it. Nice. It is tiny, which makes more sense on an energy conservation scale. Don't need a 7,000 power car to go to work and commute. Yeah. I do need a truck, though. Like, I've been needing... a pickup for a minute now. I need to do a lot of yard work. I need to get new furniture. I need a pickup. I still think I'm going to trade the G35 at some point. I still need to sign my title over. I've just been a broke bitch, and they want to charge me $50 to sign my title over. God, something bit me. It fucking itches. This damn bug-full house. Ridiculous. What's up? Oh, you know. Hanging in there. For the most part. Want the Maverick 4x4. There isn't anything new that I really want. I like the new Mustang. But as far as trucks go, there's nothing that interests me. I think the new Silverados look ugly. I think the new Tacomas look ugly. I think they all look ugly. Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I'm here at work bored out of my mind. Feel that. Quit. Feel that. The Maverick's neat because it fits the Ford Ranger market, I guess, but I don't know. All new trucks besides the Maverick are way too big. I'm gonna be honest, it's because of how much stuff they have to load into cars now these days. It's not doing trucks any favors. But I totally agree. Like, there's zero reason why anybody needs... Like, if you're doing, you know, heavy hauling and a lot of farm work, if you need a Super Duty, I understand it. If your ass is just driving to the Family Mart every night and maybe stopping by the gas station to woo at knowing most truck owners today, the underage cashier at the gas station. You don't need a big ass truck. I better get back to studying. See you guys. See you, Avis. For around the yard stuff, just get a minivan and gut it. No, I would like a pickup. Like, I would like a Ranger or a Dakota or an S10. I think Dakota is going to be at the bottom of that list because the Dodge Dakota is unholy unreliable. Mini fucking Durango. Man, just get a G-Wagon? You're right. Hey, chat, can we get a donation for a G-Wagon? Old Hilux, though? Hilux, sorry. Yeah. If only I had like 20 grand laying around. Those things are expensive. Minivan, gut it, chop the top off. I'm not trying to get kicked out of my apartment. Come on down to Big Bill's Hill. Bring your kids! Bring your wife! We'll fuck your wife! Home of challenge pissing! Fuck you, Baltimore! Found one for $12.5. My budget right now consists of pocket lint and a stick of bubblegum. I'm gonna have to find something of equal value to my piece of shit G35, which is probably a Ranger with 500,000 miles on it. America needs utes. We have them past, like, 1970. 1980. You can get yourself a Ranchero. Or a Brat. Or an El Camino. If you have 5K, you can get a decent E46 3 Series. That's not a truck, though. I'm gonna be real. Something I would be willing to go with, as odd as this sounds, I wouldn't mind like a retired Ford Explorer. Like the police package Ford Explorer. I think they're fucking cool. I'd settle for that. I know I'm not gonna find one. That someone's gonna be like, yeah, I'll buy your piece of shit 2004 G35 and I'll trade you for that. Howdy Wild, speaking of cars, currently on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere because her car broke down. Thought I'd check in because I still have service. You poor man. I hope you have roadside. Why do you need a truck? Because we're always hauling stuff. And my G35 have zero trunk space. So I'm just getting tired of it. How about an F-150? I am still kicking myself that I sold my F-150 to drive down here in the G35 because I thought that it would not be reliable enough. I guarantee the guy that I sold that truck to is still driving it all fucking day long to the mines. I should have known that a Nissan piece of shit car was going to be the most unreliable thing I could have ever brought down here. Roadside is good. Tow truck is on the way. Good. My boyfriend has a 2010 Silverado and I absolutely fucking hate it. I wouldn't mind like a cat-eye Silverado. But just like a single cab short box. But the problem is you have to pay a premium for the smaller version of the truck. Crown Vic like Ray. Those things are fucking stupidly expensive now. Because everybody thinks they're fucking race cars in a four-door package. Instead of, you know, the most produced fucking car in America. I saw a Subaru Baja. Oh, I forgot those things exist. Oh, and the Sport Track. You know what? I dig a Sport Track. G35 breaks down, call the tow truck guy. Tow truck guy comes, off to trade the car for the tow truck on the side of the road. Blame Cletus for the Vic shortage. It's not even a Vic shortage. Hey, there's still thousands of them, hundreds of thousands of them on the road. But people think that they're worth their weight in gold because he buys so many of them and races them. Which is dumb, paying more for a smaller box. Well, the problem is that everybody looks at a two-door short cab truck or short box truck and thinks, aha, muscle car. I don't know why. Well, I know why, because people like to turn them into muscle trucks and whatnot. And honestly, I probably would do the same. But I am not paying a premium because I only need a two-door single cab short box truck, and you have a completely stock one that is beat to piss in your driveway because it has potential. Seriously, we should reserve the right. If I'm looking on Marketplace and I see you saying, yeah, this car needs a lot of work, but it has potential, as an excuse as to why you're listing it way over what it's worth, I should be allowed to beat the fucking piss out of you. If you don't have them, rip. That's what the dude that sold me my old Miata said. Potential does not equal current state. Exactly! Never been to Marketplace and never will. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing, is that Marketplace would be fine if they were disconnected from Facebook entirely. Okay, because the boomers are not going to migrate with it. And then we might start seeing reasonably priced cars. I sent a good vehicle in the general chat. Yeah, I like that Ranger. I never ordered stuff online either. Well, Marketplace, you don't order stuff. You literally look in local listings to buy things. And then you go there and meet with the person. But if you never visit Marketplace, how will you ever find a 7-foot 3-inch Taco Bell sign for $500? I'm sold. Take my money. OfferUp is king. There's nobody using OfferUp here out in the middle of scenic nowhere, though. In California, I'm sure it's fine, because everybody lives in California. Bring a trailer? No. That's for projects that cost you $5,000 too much and cars that cost $50,000 too much. I literally don't have a Facebook account as of about 5 years ago. If the made Marketplace its own app, I would delete my fucking Facebook account right then and there. I think Facebook is sitting on a fucking wonderful, wonderful thing that they have infected with Facebook. Because it's easier and better than fucking Craigslist to navigate, well, some days. The UI is better, the messaging is better. But then you have to have a Facebook account to use it. But yeah, I need to get rid of the G35 before it eventually dies on me and I'm stuck with it. Like a hernia. This is also I opened up the Tahoe for the first time in probably months. And that thing is so full of spiders. And like, when I opened the door, this cockroach fell out of the door that was, I swear, as big as my fucking fist. Like, that thing had a zip code in a tiny little briefcase that it jumped out with. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with that Tahoe too, because it's kind of that same situation where the motor's fucked, and I'm kind of stuck with it right now. Could engine swap it? That's so much work though, and I don't have the tools. Like, I'm looking $3,000 worth of work to swap the motor out. I'm gonna have to get a cherry picker and an engine stand and all these tools, because I didn't bring any of my tools with me when I left Wyoming. Isn't a Tahoe an SUV? Yes. It's the shorter version of the Suburban. It's the Silverado with an ass. Marketplace shouldn't allow dealerships on there. Yeah, you see a car that's listed for $4,500. You open it up and it's like, wow, this is a great deal. And then you look down, $4,500 down. Down payment. Then you realize it's a buy here, pay here lot, and then whoever buys that shit is going to be up in their own ass for the next 24 months. Those things are the worst thing that has ever happened to the U.S. auto industry, is buy here, pay here lots. They take the value of the car, list it as the down payment, and then charge you 32% interest for the next 5 to 6 years. There's a Dodge Dakota with a cracked frame. I cannot fix a cracked frame. I don't have a TIG welder. Nor am I licensed to weld on frames. We still stankin'. Yeah. First gen Colorado seems to be a strat. I bet someone would trade a Colorado for a G35. That's a thought. I don't know. I need to get the title transferred over still to me. But $50 to change the title over is a lot of money right now. It's funny because I can plate it in Alabama. I just can't get my title signed over to Alabama without paying money. It's cheaper to get the plates. We need to get WoW to open Stuntman. I'm not opening it. It's sitting on my desk. It's probably empty now, but I'm not opening it. The spiders have claimed it as their home. It's their house now. See if I'm missing anything. Anything exciting going on? Oh, I saw EA pop up. Oh. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah, I don't care about that. Apple had their weird conference this week. I don't normally give a shit about phones and such like that, but I decided to look in on it anyways. And there was nothing special other than they swapped to USB-C because, you know, they had to. They were literally forced to by law. And it blows my mind because you see, I'm watching people on Twitter do one of two things. They're either praising Apple for switching to USB-C and finally innovating, which they didn't even do, or people are already buying Lightning to USB 3 adapters, or USB-C adapters, because they cannot let go of the Lightning charger. Not just by law, by an entire continent. Yes. Like, it blows my mind how inept people are. They didn't do it for you. If they didn't have to do it by law, they would have made another proprietary piece of shit and forced you to buy a $50 adapter or an $80 charger to go with it, because your old phone won't work with it. Switching to USB-C is not innovating. What? No, that's what people think, though. I mean, to be fair, anything's an improvement over the Lightning cord, because that was the biggest piece of shit to ever hit the fucking market. But it blows my mind because these dudes really think that Apple's changing the game and not catching up after years You fucking goofballs. Remember when they removed the headphone jack? Yeah, but to be fair, so did Samsung. I didn't realize that until I bought a pair of headphones for work, and I was like, where the fuck's the jack on this thing? Oh, I need to get this phone replaced. This thing is shot. Motorola phones still have a jack? What are you doing? Are you fucking drug trafficking? What seedy operation are you in where you still have a Motorola? They made fun of Apple for doing it, and they do the same. Yeah, I just want cords. Maybe I'm old, but maybe I just don't like the idea of having to keep track and charge wireless headbuds. Or earbuds. I'm so broke thinking about new iPhones just puts me in more debt. I won't lie. I keep using the same phone till I break it. And then once I break it, I turn it into insurance and they look at it and don't bother fixing it, so they just send me a new one. I am on my third phone now. I don't purposely try to break it because I'm so rough with shit. I end up breaking something. Like right now the camera lens is broken and the charger port does not hold onto my charger cord. And the speakers are blown out. Because of course they are. It's like a common issue on these phones, I guess. I guarantee you if I eventually, because I still have to pay the deductible. The deductible is expensive. But I guarantee you they just send me a new phone. No jack in my Pixel. Yes, I know, Google Spy phone. I mean, honestly, whatever phone you get, it's going to be a fucking so full of surveillance bullshit. It really doesn't make a difference what you get. I've been thinking about the Google Pixel. Personally. In my personal opinion, I think it's neat. I do want a better camera, too. Bro whipping out the LG Wing. I can't remember what phone it was, but my grandma still has the same phone from like 2008. I don't know what carrier she's on where it still fucking works. I'm guessing T-Mobile, because T-Mobile still has some 3G, but I didn't even know that they went that old. And I swear she's gonna die from a brain tumor. That thing's radioactive. The LG Wing. I'll search it. I'm not deep into phones, so I'm not sure. Oh! The T-Pose phone. Yeah! The phone that incredibly goofy fucking thing. Why though? Bro got the fucking T-Pose phone. Bro's got the Christian phone. It was their last phone before LG folded from the market. Gee, I wonder fucking what. Hold on. Are you a WebP or you're a JPEG? Gee, I can't tell you why this phone failed. I just can't put my fucking tongue on it as to why a phone like this would fail. I'm not sure what's wrong with it. That's disgusting. I still don't like the new introduction of, like, bringing back flip phones. Okay, we worked really fucking hard to get rid of moving features on phones to keep them from breaking, and now we're just bringing them back for clout. I would destroy it. I know for a fact something would get caught between the fucking two halves, and I would destroy my fucking phone. Those displays break so... That's what I'm saying. It's like I get some grit or some sand in my pocket. I'd pull it out and the sand would get in between the screen. I'd fold it back up and all I hear is... That's it. Wrote off. Gonna need a new one. Heard of the flip phone? Now introduce a rotating phone. I had one of those phones in high school or in middle school where you could slide the keyboard out. And I swear to God, that thing pulled so many bitches. Okay, back then, being cool was having the flip out keyboard. The full QWERTY keyboard on the side. There is some 15-year-old in here that is like, what? What? There used to be mechanical keyboards on phones? The flip-out hardware keyboard is nifty, but software keyboards are far better now. Yeah. Well, because now we can fit the whole QWERTY keyboard on a screen, horizontal and vertical. But it was still neat. Especially because you'd sit there and just hear click, 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 click. Like, because it felt positive. There was a good feeling to it. And now I accidentally send things without meaning to because I don't have my flip-out mechanical keyboard. I had one of those phones, and my dumbass folks didn't even have a texting plan with the service. Yeah, but at least you could, like, you know, walk down to the drugstore on the corner and kick up against the wall and flip that keyboard out, and you'd look like the coolest motherfucker in the room. Well, not in the room. I guess outside the drugstore. Like, you would look classy. You would look professional. You know, that's who had flip-out keyboards, was professionals. Stock traders. Doctors. Okay. Leaders of their class. That's who had flip-out keyboards. You know what they have now? The same fucking brick with a screen on it. They have Blackberries? No, that was for like the top of the top. Okay, the next rung down was the flip-out keyboards. I had a flip-out keyboard and I was a professional loser. Ah, but you were a professional. 10-year-olds with rich parents. See, that was the thing, is it was just a track phone. One of those pre-paid wireless things that you get from Walmart. But I still felt classy. The only reason my mom bought that for me is because I made it to state science fair. And we were given free reign around the college campus, so she wanted to be able to text me at any moment. That was the only reason I got that phone. I was destined to not have a phone for like another, I don't know, 2 or 3 years at that point. Yeah, that's right. I went to state science fair. What'd you guys do? I heard the pitter-patter of feet. There's an orange slinky around here. I don't know where he went. Disappeared. I know I heard him walk into the room. He must have walked in and saw my nasty ass sitting at the chair and decided to walk back out. I resisted the no-button all-screen phones as long as I could. Got him as the LG Voyager. What a banger of a phone. My first actual smartphone was the Galaxy S4 Mini. I think I still got that phone somewhere. I highly doubt it fucking works. That was my first actual smartphone. And then I got, I think it was the S7. And then an S8. I could be getting these entirely wrong. Because again, I don't care about phones that much. And now I broke both of those phones and traded them in with insurance. And now I've got the S21 Plus, which is also probably ready to be replaced. The charger thing is what's pissing me off. As I tried cleaning out the port, it just will not hold on to my charger anymore. I did 1 year of our high school's robotics team. Built a robot. We failed, but still had fun building a robot with the class. Yeah, I did that too. Well, it wasn't a robotics class. It was for CAD. And we had a 3D printer. We had to build a robot. Like, we got some basic parts. It was like a Technic kit. But we had to build custom parts and fabricate custom parts with the 3D printer. That was the coolest shit. And then I took that same teacher's machining class, and I got to do pretty much the same thing, but with a 3-axis CNC. I only got to do that for a few days, though, because somebody else crashed the CNC and busted the fucking end off of it. My friend had an HTC phone with an IR blaster. You bet your ass fucked with the T. I want one of those now. Go into the coffee shop and there's something you don't want to watch on TV, and so you just whip out your fucking HTC hand cannon. See what you can manage to do. That's genius. I built a birdhouse. Y'all young as hell. We did that too. We all graduated from elementary school, buddy. Or at least I hope we did. If you didn't, there's the door. I want you out of this chat. I think the S5 was the last generation of Samsung with IR. Well, I have that S4. I might go see what TVs I can fuck with now. So did I. I came free with your fucking Boy Scouts program. I got kicked out of Boy Scouts. Fuck you say. I did the Pinewood Derby. I cheated and got kicked out. I unknowingly cheated and got kicked out. I didn't know that you couldn't put fucking weight so close to the axle. My bad. But was it really worth kicking me out of the entire fucking Boy Scouts for it? Wish we had a 3D printer for ours. Oh, I'd like to get myself one just to print whatever around the house. Get an Ender 3. They go up for sale for like 99 bucks. We stopped going because of the 2007 housing crisis. I think it was like 12 or 13. No, it was a little bit younger than that. I think it was like 11 when I tried Boy Scouts. And I built a pretty good Pinewood Derby card. It was winning, but I guess I had my lead weights way too close to the axle or something like that. Sounds like you had one of those, well, the rules are the rules, people heading to Scouts. Must have been. I don't know what happened, but I was never allowed back. I never got any badges. I never got an outfit or a uniform or anything. I got nothing. Put some massive tungsten weights on my Pinewood Derby car and make kids cry. See, I only put like 4 lead weights on there. I wonder where that's at. I should call back home and see if that thing's still there. Because that thing was neat. I hope I didn't throw it away. I can't imagine I've thrown it away. The third place trophies was the only trophy you could keep. The others would go to your leader. That sounds about on par. No, you know what? I'm fine with being kicked out of Boy Scouts because the more you hear about them as of today, the more you realize, man, I probably dodged a bullet. What brakes did you use? Brakes? You didn't get no brakes. It was literally just a box. It was just a pinewood block that you got. And you just stuck a nail through it and put the wheel. Am I thinking about the wrong thing? Pinewood Derby car. You build a little tiny car and like the saw and whatnot. You sand a shape into it. You put little wheels with nails through them. And you dropping down a ramp. I think you guys are thinking of something entirely different. You're thinking of like the Red Bull thing. Those are soapbox. Because he used to build them out of old soapboxes. No, Pinewood was literally just like a like a 3x6x2 pine wood block that you made a race car out of. And you'd race it down a ramp, and whoever got to the bottom first was the winner. And you'd try to get an edge with different shapes for aerodynamics while shaving a bunch of weight off. And then putting lead weights on it. And if you were an asshole, you put graphite on the nails so the wheels rolled with less resistance. But I didn't do that. Maybe that's why they kicked me out of Boy Scouts. Oops. I may have left one detail out. Here's the thing, if you're not cheating, are you even trying? Same rule with NASCAR, right? If you're not trying to bend the rules, are you really trying to be competitive? And we use the parents' Fun Time lube on the wheels. Why does this car smell like coconut cream? Little Timmy, why does your Pinewood Derby car smell like strawberries? You go to pick it up and it just shoots out of your hands and flies out the fucking window. Because it's so slick. There's some other competitions I got involved in as a kid. I feel like I've been up to no good a few dozen times. I can't remember anything. School's a blur. It's such a long time ago. I can't remember anything. I just now noticed chat's slightly cut off at the top. I can't be bothered to fix that. I do remember a project that would have probably killed me if I followed through with it. My brother and I, when my brother was about 10 or 11, we were fucking menaces. Okay, we were doing all sorts of shit together that society would have hated us for, such as rolling tires down the hill and seeing who could break the fence at the bottom. I went and bought a 750cc Yamaha 4-cylinder motorbike engine with a 5-speed transmission bolted onto it. I bought that for $120. Brought that back to the house. Put it in the shed. And then we went to Home Depot and stole a shopping cart. In like the middle of the night. Brought that back with us. And we were going to weld a go-kart frame with that 750cc Yamaha engine bolted to a fucking shopping cart. And it never followed through. But it would have been fun if we did. Honestly, I feel like that's a project that I need to finish. I feel like I have a unfinished business with that. If I ever do become rich and famous, that's the first thing I'm doing is I'm buying a shop and I'm finishing the Yamaha shopping cart go-kart. Thoughts on Costco's food samples? How could you hate free food? They're free. Sure, you have to pay to get into Costco. Swap it out with an electric motor? No. 4-cylinder 750cc Yamaha engine? For a fucking sports bike? On a shopping cart frame? How can you tell me that's a bad idea? Every time I see them, I take one and then come back and take another. I haven't been in a Costco for a minute, but that's the way I was. They'd have a hard time saying no to a child. So my mom used me for free food at Costco all the time. Speaking of which, I'm fucking starving. But I cannot eat fucking ramen again tonight. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. Because I'm broke as shit. My fridge is empty. What's a company I can bully to give me free food, like right now? Like, listen, just get on my hands and knees and, like, at McDonald's on Twitter and be like, listen, I've got 28 points left until I can get a free McChicken. Like, just float me some. Jack in the Box time? There isn't a Jack in the Box anywhere near me. It's probably a good thing. I don't think there's one here. I don't think there's one in the next city over. I don't think there's one within, like, at least 150 miles of me. For real, though, if we can get... Imagine if we can get Jack in the Box as a channel sponsor. You will never find a more loyal sponsor. There isn't a Jack in the Box anywhere near me, but you will never find a more loyal sponsor. I'm just tired of ramen. I've been on a ramen diet for like the last 3 fucking weeks. I'm ready for real food again. This is worse than my college days. Naturally aspirated and cooled, a NOS injector would blow the headers into your nuts. It's fine. If we mount the motor behind us, then it wouldn't be a problem. Raw men diet? Yep. You heard that right. Safety is a second on the build. Safety was like 5th on that build. I don't think safety would be anywhere near that. Using a fucking Home Depot shopping cart as a frame. And a motor that makes, what, 80 horsepower? Maybe? Maybe less, like 60 horsepower. But, power to weight ratio, that thing would have been fucking zooming. On some go-kart tires? I actually remember 3D modeling the whole entire frame and suspension setup. Let's make sure the cart has a minor surface rust. I would even leave a wheel super wobbly. Like, I would leave one wheel with a bad bearing, just so that way it doesn't lose its shopping cart spirit. What stopped you from building it? Money! I was 16 at the time. Working a fucking part-time job at Walmart, it's not like I had a lot of money floating around then. I bought the motor, I stole the shopping cart, that's about as far as I got. Oh, to be young again. Tired of being an adult. Tired of it. Microsoft should buy out Unity. Good luck with that. Looking to see what else I may have missed as far as drama goes on the old Twitter webs. What is the worst we can get? How low can we go? More Tesla shit. I don't care for Tesla. Come on, Twitter, what the fuck? Unreal Engine. Nintendo Direct, I don't care about that. Interaction Farmer. hate this website. You should definitely follow me there. Let me be the thing in your timeline that brings your humanity back to you. Slightly. Not by much. But seriously though, who should I bully right now? Bro, my messages aren't sending goddamn Wi-Fi. No, I think it's YouTube. YouTube has those moments of like strokes. Just shuts off entirely. Had to rejoin chat, stopped working. Yeah, so it is YouTube. YouTube's having a minute right now. Why are you like this, Google? What the fuck? Why is it gotta be so hard? What the fuck is this picture of? Why do I do this to myself? Why do I do this to my... I accidentally clicked on Quebblecup's Twitter now, and now I really want to fucking die. Will this dude slink into fucking obscurity already? I mean brain dead Twitter account? Yeah. Literally brain dead. No brain at all. All AI now. Like, I used to watch his videos like 7 years ago. Yeah, he should have stayed there. Because he's been doing all sorts of funky shit lately that's just done everything to piss everybody off. And he actively knows what he's doing now. So everything he does is to piss people off. He's literally the epitome of you either die a hero or live long enough to become a villain. With his stupid AI bullshit. What's great though is he's getting zero interaction online now. People have written him off entirely. Which is good. That's the way it should be. What's his channel look like? Why'd my music stop? Fucking... Track Tribe. I hate you. What is this YouTube looking like right now? I bet it's fucking shot. What is the madman up to today? Oh, I forgot to turn the overlay on. Professional. Shut the fuck up! What the fuck is this character that he's made now? I'm not clicking on any of his videos, though. Right, I'm not doing react content. I just want to see what the fuck this man's up to. And I can see it just gets... Don't leave your TV on at night in Roblox. It gets fucking worse. It gets fucking worse. This man is a husk of his former self. Someone get him a therapist. Thanks for the man-ass farting thumbnail, Wyo. Where do you see that? Oh. Escape the fart man prison in Roblox. From 0 to 15 point... Is that his actual subscriber number? That's got to be going down, right? I know Social Blade is not accurate. Oh my god, the ads. The ads on this website. Ouch. So he's still getting views. He's getting somewhat consistent views. This is when he pissed everybody off, so it won for him there. But then everybody decided, you know what, fuck you. We're done dealing with this shit. Live subscriber count. Oh, that's the subscriber count right now is 15-1. So yeah, he's still losing subscribers. I know it's not accurate, but he's losing subscribers. And you know what? That's what he deserves. Who is this guy? So once upon a time, in the days of early Grand Theft Auto, like early release PS4 Grand Theft Auto, this dude used to like run the market. What the fuck was that just landed on my hands? He used to do group plays, you know, death runs, all this stuff on, you know, GTA 5 and, you know, play with a bunch of friends and shit like that. But he started to fall off because there was a little bit of drama involved with him. The content kind of got stale, and so he just started to lose a lot of viewers. And he kind of kept working and working and working at it, but he decided he wanted to do his own thing, which is fine, which is perfectly acceptable. But you could tell that as he was going on, he cared less about making the videos and more about his image and the life that he was living. And it's just he's been spiraling downwards because he really thinks that he's just hot shit. And so, because he's abandoned everything that he was doing that had built up to that point, he had pretty much lost all of his viewer base. Well, with that means that he's losing revenue now. His 15.1 million subscribers, hardly any of them are actually watching videos. I'd be willing to bet that 90% of these are just to bully him. I'd be willing to bet that maybe 15 to 20% of the, no, not even that, maybe 10 to 15% of the views on his videos are people that are genuinely interested in the content, and the rest is just bullying and or bots. He decided that he was going to streamline his process a while ago with AI. He started with script writing and, you know, basically small things. But it's now snowballed into he has AI script writing, an AI character model, an AI voiceover, overlaid some just random gameplay. And it has become him. This is his new identity. And people hated it because AI bullshit on the YouTube should not be allowed. If you're using AI to build your videos, to write your scripts, to do your voiceover, to be your fucking face on YouTube, then you should not be monetized. You should lose your money. And that's the only reason he's doing it, is that way he could streamline the process, because he knows he's not getting a lot of views. So if he could spread it out, small amount of views across a lot of content, he can make up that money. And that's what he's done. And people obviously, like I said, hated it and were shitting on him for it. And instead of growing up and realizing, wow, I've made a poor mistake, he instead decided to insult everybody, shit on everybody, and essentially knew that the bad drama was clout nonetheless. The problem is he doesn't realize that, well, any attention in his eyes is good attention. Bad attention does not last. by being an asshole, by pushing the AI stuff, by doing all the things that he's doing right now, he's going to get very short-term attention, and he's going to fall right back into the same hole that he was. Happy birthday. I am sorry, I cannot pronounce your name. I'm so bad with names. I'm not going to butcher it out of respect for you. But happy birthday. He just wants to have thousands of AI-generated channels just pumping money into his account. Exactly. Exactly. So, it's quantity over quality. And he knows what sells, right? He knows that kids are the number one customer base of YouTube, which is why he's doing all of this Roblox stuff with the very, very flashy thumbnails that provide nothing to the video, because this is for children through and through. It doesn't even allow yeah, it's even actually listed for kids because it won't give me a live play. I see he's gotten rid of his character. He no longer has even his little AI VTuber anymore. So he must have written that off too. But he's decided that this is the route he wants to go. He knows that being an asshole and shoveling as much garbage into the ether as he possibly can is what's going to net him. Because eventually he's going to get something that the kids really like that sells somewhat well. And the amount of bullshit that he's pushing, funny thing for the 4Kids stuff on YouTube actively suppresses ads and activity on. Yeah, but if he can get out enough of it, it won't matter. Is it fast track? It is. The thing is he's gonna be living well below his means, or well above his means here soon. Because as I said, he was more concerned about living a wealthy lifestyle. I'm sure there's a video from a while ago. Yeah, touring a $12 million modern house in Marbella. You know, he's got his own little fancy house. He's got, you know, he's still throwing beef at his old friends that want nothing to do with him because he's such a massive piece of shit. Last takeoff, like, he's trying to become the Mr. Beast, realizing that's failing, so now he's trying to show himself as this big old rich guy. That's failing, so now he's doing the AI stuff, and that must have been failing too, because now he's on to Roblox. So this dude's spiraling at the speed of fucking light. If we could somehow tie a rope to his career and wrap that rope around a generator, his spiraling career could power houses for generations. And all he has to do is admit, I shit you not, is admit, I was wrong, I was an asshole, take a step back, take a break, and make the content that he's known for that people liked. Or, alternatively, if you hate making content so much and think that the only way for you to live is by throwing as much as you can out with as little quality as possible, just quit. Just quit YouTube. You clearly don't have a passion for it anymore. It's more of a burden to you than it is fun to you. So just fucking leave. Because by pushing all the AI shit, you're setting a fucking standard that is so goddamn dangerous from here on out. And I don't know if he's made money on these videos with his AI bullshit, but that money needs to be taken away from him, and it needs to be demonetized. Because monetizing on AI-made content is, without a shadow of a doubt, just theft. Watch as Squibblecup starts talking in his chat. No, he won't talk to people anymore. He lets his AI talk to them. That's the way his Twitter is, too. His Twitter is AI-driven. His AI posts and responds to people on his Twitter. And this man thinks he's a fucking visionary. I forgot that he uses AI to order food. I didn't even know that. That's fucking depressing. AI is a massive bubble anyways. It is. It's gonna pop. Because here's the thing, is that the way AI learns and the way AI works, it's eventually going to start eating itself. AI needs to be limited. In a way that it's an opt-in, opt-out program. Because AI just scrapes data off the internet and learns from it. It doesn't know what it's doing. It doesn't know where it's coming from. It just takes it and uses it for itself. For art, for ChatGPT, for all of those different programs. Without people's consent. That's why people are so against AI art right now, is because it's taking their data, their styling, and everything like that, and keeping it for itself, and then distributing it back to someone who doesn't want to put in the effort to draw something. And then people will happily claim that it's theirs. It's not art. It's a fancy Google image search. Most of the Moon Bros of all have either... Oh, fuck, I misread that like a fucking 12-year-old. Let me start from the top. Most of the Moon Bros of the old have either moved to following AI exclusive or added AI to their existing hype train. It's a fancy Google image search. It's not art. It's a fucking mixing bowl of all the shit that they found on the internet that kind of matches what you want. Mixed it into a bowl and served it to you. Remember, there was so much hype about NFTs and the cryptocurrency, but then the market crashed. And then there's still people that are still praising it. But we all know why they're praising it. It's because they're so deep that they have no other choice but to praise it. And hope to God that someone pulls them out. Please, bro! I swear it makes money! Invest $50,000! Invest $50,000 into this! Please! It'll be worth it! Oh, you invested $50,000? Haha! Fuck you, loser! I can finally pull out now! Have fun with my own burden! Up the same happens to lazy AI channels like Cobblecom. He's losing subscribers. He will never lose all his subscribers. People are going to stay subscribed to him forever. And obviously children are going to still find this content enjoyable. And then also along with people that are taking time out of their day to watch his videos simply to bully him. Because, again, to him, any interaction is good interaction. It makes some money. Any click is a good click. And that's what he's relying on. But eventually people are going to get bored of bullying him. And he's going to be stuck in that inner circle of child YouTube hell. Where you have to make some of the most soulless, wrenching content as fast as seemingly possible. You can't even leave your fucking computer for the rest of your life. And then at that point, his channel will be dead. I upload at least one video every single day at the exact same time. That is a fucking mistake. Don't ever do daily uploads things if you guys want to get into channel making. People appreciate longer, more detailed content rather than day-to-day uploads. Quick tip. I would like to fill my content in between, but I know that it's just going to be a major pain in the ass, which is why it takes so fucking long for me to make videos. I'd rather just work on one project at a time. I think he may have already given up on the last Roblox thing, the last upload 7 days ago. No, he's at an AI convention right now. Can we get a preview of your next video? I can show you guys the work that I'm doing to it so far. Yeah, it was funny. He was at an AI convention. There was a picture of him sitting on the stage, and it's like, I'm so glad to talk to people that think like me. And there's No fucking chairs filled. I will say that I'm just going to show you what I have so far because all I've been doing is cutting things together and putting them in line. There's no funny editing or anything like that right now. I'm saving that for later. So all you guys are going to see is the timeline so far. Control B is my best friend as of late.
Go fuck yourself, less than 3.
Thank you. I'll do it just for you. So mean. That's supposed to pop up behind the window. I don't know why it popped up on top of the window. Thank you for the $25, self-quoted asshole. Maybe it's Quibble Cup. I just got some child content money. I'm gonna order a pizza after this. I appreciate that, actually. I'm gonna go get some food. Seriously, you just prevented me from having to, eat ramen tonight. You're the real OG. So right now I just got placeholders, because again, I'm gonna be animating a lot of this. Well, not a lot of this, sorry. I'm gonna be animating a few different pieces and whatnot, so I've got... I can't remember what that placeholder is. You know, and I've got some things that are kind of goofy right now. Another placeholder. You know, there's nothing really special or unique going on right now. Except, of course, after watching other creators like Joel and the Librarian play it. Okay. Oh. What? Do you ever get YouTube DLP to work? Nope. Never could for some reason. Right now, the runtime looks like it's going to be around 23 minutes. So it's actually going to be a little bit longer than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be around 16, 17 minutes. What I've been doing, and I've actually been able to keep this fucking organized. It's beautiful. Is I have a timeline simply for dropping stuff in and cutting, and I go through, grab whatever I need, I go back to my master timeline, and put it in. And that's what I've been doing for the past 6-7 days. Should add the audio clip from that stream where I entered the room and died. I have to find it. Actually, I think I know where it is. I think it's in... this one. If I remember correctly. This is the one where he played around with Sandbox. Yeah, I'm 90% sure it's in here somewhere. It's just so hard to go through here and figure out where everything is. Perusing through content, finding all the things you need across all of these fucking clips is mind-numbing. But I'm starting to, right now I'm getting into the horror part of it, at 13 minutes into the video. I ended up talking about how the game works, you know, how you play the game. You know, some of the things that you do, some of the characters, you know, some of the functions. A little bit about the world and shit like that. Some of your basic needs. And now I'm on the actual horror part of the game. So it's going to run a little bit. But I think it'll be still a lot of fun. My plan is tonight, or this week, get everything into a timeline. Get it all together, get it all compiled. All the voice lines are exactly where I want them. Don't forget about the Wendigo shower joke. Oh, yeah. All right, I'm going to go shower. Raise the Wendigo. Raise the Wendigo. See who joined Discord. Someone joined the Discord. Dead Player 1, Soundweaver 47, and I Love Cars. Now we have Ray Loves Cars and I Love Cars. That's funny. So that's what we got so far. Then, of course, I have my other projects that I'm working on the weekends. I Love Cars. Your name and Ray's name are super similar there. Let's open this up. What the fuck? Oh, text tool. My weekend projects consist of this right now. Another panel for 80s Haze. What type of pizza you getting? Supreme. Or Meat Lovers. I don't know. I haven't decided. So this is what I've been working on during the weekends. Finishing up the first panel right now. And then the next week, or this weekend, I may get the second panel. I may get all the line work finished up. And start coloring this week. That there is Vinx, who's in the Discord. He decided to pay for the Your Character Here slot. So once the other panel is complete, which I don't know why... Just kind of base them off of Gary's mod pictures. Bro, that's tracing! I'm tracing this. I'm only getting the shape for that. I cannot draw this freehand, so you're just going to have to forgive me. Set this up in Gmod, by the way, if you're curious. Would you do an animation movie about this concept? I was thinking about it. I am starting to get a little bit better at my proportions and whatnot when it comes to characters. And so I've thought about it. And thinking about getting a little bit better. It'll still be heavily, sprite-based. Like, everything's going to be pre-made and then probably rigged. Because I'm not one of those crazy good people on Twitter that could go frame by frame by frame by frame with every drawing. Especially as one fucking person. But I'd probably do something later on down the road. I do need to get better. I think one of these weekends, I'm going to stop and... Oh, I can't move that. Okay. I'm going to stop and work on eyes a little bit, because there's a... My eyes for characters, I've never been happy with. Like, it's simple, and it works for the duck. The duck, everything about the duck is round. But other characters, it just doesn't quite work to have just perfectly round or oval eyes. And then kind of proportions are still a little bit weird on this, but that's fine. So one of these days, I think I'm going to go back and try to actually draw a set of eyes that I can use across multiple pictures for just kind of quick to draw characters. And then have that as a template. Looks decent for furry art. God damn, I really am a furry artist now, aren't I? It just comes with practice, I guess. But yeah, I think one of these days I'm going to sit down, just have a template full of eyes, and see if I can find something I'm a little bit more happy with. Time to draw a GIF for money. It's never happening. I'll tell you what, I'll do it for 10 grand. $10,000. That's my price. Someone said it last time that everybody has a price, and you know what? Fine. Fine. $10,000, and I will draw, not my character, okay? My character is to not be touched. Okay? This is mine. You cannot touch this. Okay, because if you hit me with I want the duck fucking somebody, I will refund that $10,000 and then an additional $50 to leave me alone. If someone actually donates 10 grand, I will commit die. It's not going to be a donation. This is going to be like a, you shake my hand, look me in the eye, and you tell me what you want. And you're going to hand me $10,000 cash. It's going to be like a drug transaction. I want those $10,000 all in ones in a briefcase handcuffed to your wrist. And it's going to be a smooth transaction. But just know, this character here is to not be touched. This is mine. I have 2 other characters I think I'm going to work on making here soon too, by the way. Someone is about to give you an F-150. The first thing I'd do is replace the fucking G35. Someone will pay that? No one's going to pay that. Okay, look at the stuff that I do. Yeah, it's good for cartoony stuff like that, but I can't imagine someone looking at my art and going, yeah, that makes me stiff. You should patent the duck character. I don't think I can. I don't think I could be like, yeah, this is... all ducks are mine now. I mean, I could trademark the duck, but I don't... that's a lot of work. If that makes it onto Twitter, someone might try to commission. That requires me to actually grow on Twitter. Nobody follows my Twitter account. I've gained 3 followers in the past week. But to be fair, I haven't posted anything up on there. Like, I have 1 piece of art on there. And of course, the duck, a million times, because I always have a duck reaction on my phone ready to go at any given moment. I've been posting a lot, just random thoughts and rants as of late. But I've been thinking about it, right? Because I want this 80s haze thing to be a continuing thing. Like a out of order comic panel. Right? You get a comic panel for a different series every day. Like, there's no overarching plot. It's just whatever comes to mind. And that's the way I'm going to lay it out. And I'm sure someone will try to put it in order and realize, man, this idiot doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. I can't figure out this story. But I needed a main antagonist and, like, the inspector. Like, the police inspector. Or commissioner, however you want to call him. And I've decided an owl for the commissioner and a fucking... what is it, a mongoose? Like a Cuban mongoose? Is what I decided? Yeah, small Indian mongoose. Make 2D rigs so you can pump out comics like mad? I don't know, this is easier. Doing it with Gary's mod? Because then I could create the whole scene. Main antagonist should be someone out of the chat. I don't think I'd do that to somebody in chat. It is going to be weird because characters are always going to be changing because I'm going to always leave slots open for people to put their characters in. Right? But for the antagonist and for the... why do I have a piece of text? Oh, God. Let's get rid of that real quick. I think for the main antagonist and... Commissioner, the reason why I wanted to be my characters... sorry, that my brain just turned off for a minute. I think for the main antagonist and for the Commissioner, as I want them to be my characters that I make so I can use them at any time. Because I don't feel comfortable... even though I do it to Ray all the time, I use this character whenever I fucking want, and I really shouldn't because that's fucked up. It's not mine. Just use that character anytime without permission because it's mine. I can do whatever I want with it, and then that's that. I give you permission. You have my permission to use my character whenever. I wouldn't put that out there. Okay, so let me roll back what I said. The Duck and Ray's character are off limits. And in fact, any character I draw is off limits. You gotta come up with your own. Fuck you. Bit unrelated to the art, but generally found your channel about 2 weeks ago, and I love your content. Always has me laughing. Keep it up, bro. Why, thank you, good sir. Unless I commissioned you somewhere else. I know you fucking wouldn't. Not with that character. Actually, you probably would. I wouldn't even be surprised. I already don't get art. I don't get it either. It's a really confusing concept to me. The chief officer should be a mildly overweight pig with his arms always crossed, looking down on someone like he rolled off the wrong side of the bed. No, here's my thought, right? Everybody's watched Beverly Hills Cop, right? I'm not the only one. Both 1 and 2. Okay, Inspector Todd. Okay, that motherfucker was on the hunt for Foley all the time. All the time. Okay, is that fucking Foley in there? Where the fuck you been? That's kind of the character I'm thinking. And I'm thinking the character that would represent that perfectly is an owl. Because those bastards are apex fucking predators. They could track you down. They could turn their head 180 fucking degrees and lock you dead in the eye. That's that character. They're old, wise, but sick of everybody's shit. Plus, because it's a bird, I can kind of base it off of the duck's head and just make it perfectly round. It's easier that way. I'm not a furry. I'm not. I just draw cartoons. And that's a fact. I am not a furry, I am a cartoon artist. You'd think that SpongeBob ran around in a sponge fursuit? The guy that makes the guy that made SpongeBob? That's how they start wild. Well, that's where it finishes. That's all it'll ever be. Like I said, $10,000 per piece. That's not like a gate opening there. That's not like saying, "Oh, I paid you $10,000 once. Now the gate is open for anybody." Okay, $10,000 per piece, cash up front, non-refundable. So if I never make it for you, that's too bad. You've been warned. You mean a cartoonist? Yes. There we go. It does remind me that I need to probably go back and fix Komi's characters a little bit, because I've kind of figured out a little bit more when it comes to perspective. And Komi's character, it's not bad, but it does look a little bit uncanny. And so I may go back and fix that later on. One of the furries here in my area bought 2 McLaren 720S, crashed one. Do not underestimate the fandom. No, that's the point. If they want it, they're going to have to pay. And I know they could pay, but they're going to have to really want it. Because it's going to be $5,000 for the piece and $5,000 for my time to walk away from editing momentarily to fulfill your fetish. Okay, that's my time that you're burning up for editing videos, for the things I do like, is to fulfill your late night lotion content. I think that's perfectly fair. And you're only getting a blank background too. You're not getting like a full detailed scene. You're just getting like a blank background. At the end of the day, you win because you either don't draw the art or you walking away with 10 grand. I'm serious. 10 grand would set me right for like the next 4 or 5 months. I could go far with 10 grand. I'll slap another 10k just for the background. Problem is that just out of spite, that 10 grand is going to come at the cost of drawing the most god-awful... You know, I'm adding another stipulation then. Right. I'm adding another requirement. I'm not drawing weird shit. You're gonna get the most vanilla piece you have ever gotten in your entire life. In my cartoon form with no background for 10 grand. I'm talking like so vanilla that it'd be accepted in the Christian church. That's how vanilla I'm talking. I hope the request ain't as bad as the furry R34 with the Twin Towers. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that exists. I did accidentally get exposed to one of the most god-awful things I don't want to remember for the rest of my fucking life. And that is, Sandy Cheeks as this giant creature roaming the streets of... I'm not finishing this. Go fuck yourselves. You can figure it out for yourself. I've seen it. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That shit has scarred me deep. That shit scarred me deep, wide, and long. That is never leaving my brain. That was burned in. I have to bleach out my ears. I didn't even tell you what I saw. You only got like a fraction of it. You only got a small, minute detail of what everything was. I'm not finishing it because I have respect for you guys. I'm not kidding. Meat stick. I'm so glad I don't actually know that you don't want to know. I know what you're saying. It involves Shut up! Shut up! You're bringing up bad memories! Fuck you, Wyatt. I'm curious. Stop being curious. Be innocent. Be innocent. End the stream right now. Yeah, you know what? Let's shy away because the last stream ended the same exact way. Okay, we're going back to some normal topics, please, for the love of God. I regret showing you guys anything. I regret taking this path. You know my stipulations. You know my terms and conditions. They are not changing. I swear to God, if I wake up with 10 grand in my fucking PayPal account tomorrow, I'm going to shoot myself. Let's go and see if we can find... Let's go back to Bullying Quibble Cup. I was having more fun with that. I'm not talking anymore. I don't fucking blame you. There's probably 5 or 6 people that are just away from their phone listening to this conversation. And, like, desperately trying to clean their hands from whatever they were cooking so that way they could click off this stream. I forgot we bullied Quibble Cup. Yeah, that tends to happen when you bring up scarring conversations like that. Waking up to 10k on a PayPal account sounds like a money laundering scheme, not gonna lie. You know what? I'd rather do money laundering. How the hell did the convo went from this to that? Someone brought it up and it just went downhill from there. And you know what? I take primary blame because I let you guys do that to me. I let you guys lure me into the most unhinged fucking conversations that you could possibly imagine. It is my own fault. I can only be mad at myself. I was not involved in this. You were not. No, don't feel like that any of you guys had any part of that conversation. I did that. I did that all on my own. I want to say it, but I won't make the combo go downhill even more. No. Just no. Oh, how about the alien stuff? That's a fucking interesting conversation. So if anybody that isn't aware, the apparently found some alien remains that Mexico just showed to the public that they've had preserved and hidden away. And this looks like something I would make in 3rd fucking grade. That's big. That is not at all made of plaster. That's an alien. That's an alien entity. That's an alien corpse. And not Home Depot, Play-Doh, and sandbox sand. He poured fresh sand on it. That's the funniest part to me, is it's not even like, you could tell that this sand is like from a bag at Home Depot or Connect or Lowe's or whatever you want to call it. That is not an alien. I like how the eyes don't even line up at all. Look at the fucking eyes. Eyes are on 2 different planes. That's an art project. I made that in art class. I made this in about 5th grade. The eyebrows. Corpses don't have eyelids. No, they don't. Well, I mean, to be fair, I will give them the benefit of the doubt. We don't know how alien evolution works. Okay, they could have something different going on with their skin or something like that, right? But I imagine throughout the entirety of the space of the universe that basic biological features like symmetrical faces would be a thing. I know how this alien died. It had a fucking stroke. Half of its face was just starting to slide off. How many people actually bought this trash? This was a fucking government, like, showcase. This was like a congressional thing that they showed. Some basic things that we observed on Earth, like symmetry, that should be present universe-wide because everything here is like that. I mean, I would be willing to bet that there are biological differences between our planet and other. Because I guarantee you aliens exist. I'm a believer that they exist, but I don't think they're on our planet. I think they're at home on their own planet. And I'd be willing to bet that there's differences, but I feel like some key features would still be present throughout the entirety of the universe because it works. It is the most efficient and safe evolution process to make everything symmetrical and parallel, mirrored. I believe Twitter stands are actually getting Congress to look at it seriously, and that hurts. Probably. Trying to find the actual article on this. Motherfucking tripping off a perk 30. These edibles ain't shit. They had 2 of them. This is the one I see all over the place. I don't know what the other one is. I love I love the fucking humidity monitor. Because you wouldn't want the blaster getting moist again. Feels to chew 5 gum. I want to slam a sledgehammer into that art. See that one toe? Well, it looks like... Ooh. Why don't we move the whole stream? Oh god, I keep doing it. Oh god, I'm breaking everything. What'd I do? Fix. Lock that, please. 3 toes like a bird? There's no way that this creature can balance like that, though. There's like no heel. It immediately turns into toes. But then again, their face is so fucking far forward that I guess that makes sense. Doesn't have a single even toe? I guess you could make the argument that they broke off during preservation. If you wanted to. I mean, even though it is entirely fake. It has no ribcage. Actually, you know what? That's the problem. Look, there's no fucking ribcage at all. If this thing had organs, they'd be fucked. Is this how aliens look? I will be disappointed. I refuse to believe that something from millions of light years away would show up to the planet naked, with no armor, but has the absolute biological short straw, or evolutional short straw, to not even have a fucking rib cage to protect its organs. How would we even know it's bipedal? Why is it so human-like for being an alien? How do we know that everything out there has evolved the same way? It doesn't have a thumb. There's no thumb. Wait, hold on. How the fuck does this thing hold on to things? How to get to Earth on a spaceship with no thumb? The man that showed this alien corpse was caught faking another's corpse back in 2017. And they gave this guy a... I'm not even surprised. There's so many things wrong with this. That's exactly what I was about to say. Why are aliens always portrayed like humanoids? I mean, I guess it's because it's simple. It's easier than coming up with your own thing. But, like, if you're trying to fake it, I think it... Small human gray man is such an overused thing that you can't possibly take it seriously as actual fact. Like, the 80s have passed, the alien movies are over. It's no longer a basis for human or alien anatomy. This dude eat my bacon and bean soup. Could have just grabbed a cardboard cutout of a generic alien that would have been more convincing and spooky. Oh, you guys mean like a... Where is it? Where is it? You guys mean like this? Lights around the compound that will need to be regularly maintained and reported on. Each... There's your review. That's the entirety of the review. Also, yes, I know the voice sounds weird. I don't know what it is. It's time for a new microphone. That one motherfucker when you have gum. You got games on your phone. So many meme potential here. I fucking love it. We know it's fake, but I'm glad you showed this to us. Sir. I like the emotion it's showing. That Aliusi is really hitting hard. He ain't ever been the same. He ain't ever been the same since he tapped Glorbog. She's got that fine ass. He just woke up to the sound of construction in the next room and he lived in an apartment block. That's real shit, though. What the fuck are they doing over there? God, when we lived in the apartments down the street, those motherfuckers were doing something every goddamn night. This is my face after trying those fucking extreme sour, like, atom bomb candies. That's what this makes me think of. Actually, fuck, you know what it reminds me of? I went to school with this guy named Sam, who had never had a lick of liquor in his entire life. And he tried peppermint schnapps. This is the face he fucking made. I kid you not. You drink spicy Cheetos Mountain Dew? No, you just throw up. It's not even that. It's not even spicy. It's just disgusting. It doesn't look like Sid from Ice Age when he tastes ocean water. Salty! Got the face of an orangutan. That's what I just noticed, is it's got the weird, like, paddle face of an orangutan. Of course that's a WebP. Why wouldn't it be? Right? Am I not wrong? I mean, obviously, it doesn't have, like, the neck. But it's kind of got the... Back of Bro's head looked like Squidward's nose. Yeah, but I know a lot of people that just look like that. Concave face moment. You know, that's the thing, is it's not even like an evolutionary good thing. Could you imagine doing a belly flop with a concave face? Your eyeballs would shoot through the back of your head. Lightning speed, too. It's to help see at night. Well, considering it's made its way from fucking whatever planet to here, it had to have been smart enough to use a flashlight. British people be like, it's my mate Gavin. Shape of the face reflects light towards the eyes. But alien, though. Also, it can figure out how to see at night. It can't figure out how to put a rib cage around its inner fucking organs. It's also got the widest spine of the century. It's got a paddleboard for a spine. This dude shrimps everywhere he goes. Disgusting. I hope it's an alien, because it's an evolutionary fuck-up and it deserves to die. All spine, no organ. What else is there? I think that's it for topics. So much for not streaming today. Starfield looking lit. Still can't get it to launch. Still fighting with it. Roblox dating could be another topic. I've already said my piece about it. I guarantee you it's a platform for pedophiles. Simple as. It's already a pedo platform. You need to upgrade your PC? Give me money, Todd. Reach into your piggy bank of your Todd Howard McMillions and upgrade my PC. Okay. Here's the thing is you already owe me because I installed that fucking virus that was Redfall. I feel like you owe me for that. You haven't told us what pizza you're getting. Either a Meat Lovers or a Supreme. Probably a Meat Lovers. I just use Roblox to play COD knockoffs because PS Plus sucks. Yeah, especially with the price hiking. I guess I don't really notice it much because I'm on PC. I don't have to pay for that shit. But I can't imagine buying a console where most of the games require a multiplayer connection at this point, and still having to pay for that itself. Like, I imagine most of the functionality of a PS5 is taken away from you the second you stop for paying for PS Plus. PS Plus used to be an extra add-on. It used to be an extra subscription that you could pay for but wasn't required. Why did it become the standard, and why did that get tiers then? Even Microsoft Store games on Xbox. Yeah. No, I don't understand paying for multiplayer on a fucking console. Isn't that the whole point? Isn't the whole point of playing a video game on a fucking game console is to play with other people? Because most games are multiplayer now. That's their biggest focus is multiplayer gaming now. Why the fuck should I have to pay an additional $100 and something a year? If you never noticed, online play with Microsoft Store on PC is free, while on console you need Live Gold. Yeah. Well, I think that's because in order to have a foothold anywhere on PC, they would have to do it for free. Why would I pay for Game Pass plus Xbox Live when I could just go on Steam and buy the game once and not have to worry about anything? Like, I'm okay with Game Pass without having to play for multiplayer. $9 a month to get a huge library of games is nice and all. But if I had to pay for multiplayer on top of that, I would rather just buy the game once on Steam and have it be done with it. It may lose cross-compatibility, but I'd rather just wait until either all my friends get onto fucking PC, or Xbox loosens up its shit and then I just buy a console. But there's zero excuse to charge for multiplayer now. Now that it is a standard for most games. Most games you can't even fucking play single player without an online connection. I haven't been a console gamer since PS3. My last console was the Xbox One, and Need for Speed Heat bricked my console. Haven't been back since. GT7? Yeah, everybody played GT7 though. That was on the PS3. Although GT7 was hard to play because while it was a great game, it was really rough around the corners. Everything sounded like a fucking Hoover vacuum. And no, we're not going back to the conversation we had earlier. Me bringing up vacuum is entirely separate. GT7? Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of Gran Turismo 6. Never mind. I'll shut up. Gran Turismo 6 was the last one on PS3. Here's the thing, is if I was to get I'm not going back to console until Drive Club becomes a thing again. That was one of the best racing games to come out on PS4, and it just got fucking axed. No, I meant for the online required to play single player. Oh. God, that's stupid. I hated that. Like, I fucking hate that in games. Because the thing is, the reason why they do it is they want to check to make sure you haven't pirated the game. They have to do a callback to home, or call to home to make sure that you didn't pirate the game. Motherfucker, I've booted this game 50 fucking times on this console and you know it's not pirated. Fuck off. There should be one initialization to prove that I didn't pirate it and nothing more past that. It's stupid. It is the dumbest thing that has ever been presented. Especially because it's a digital version. Everybody wants digital versions now. Understandably, because you can't get all the data on a hard disk. The hard disk is just a key, but it's still proof. Minecraft does that now. Are you fucking kidding me? Like on the consoles or just in general, you need to have an online connection to play Minecraft? I will actually throw my fucking desk if that's the case. Console? Okay. That's still bullshit. It's on PC too? I would test this theory, but that means ending the live stream. And just unplugging my Ethernet cable. I guess I could just Google it. They literally have to list it to you. Getting Minecraft to play offline if you have the Windows 10 edition. If your PC runs Minecraft version designed for Windows 10, then the procedure we are about to describe is a perfect fix for your case. You will have to perform several tasks or do more compared to the previous procedure, but the processes are relatively simple and straightforward too. In general, you have to use your computer's internet connection to set the stage for Minecraft's offline mode. You're fucking with me. I'm hooking on my PS2. I'm quitting YouTube and I'm hooking on my PS2. I'm tired of the internet. I'm going to become a shut-in. Speaking of which, has anybody seen... Minecraft has an experimental branch that you can opt into. And I opted into it because I was just curious. They are using PBR lighting versus normal ray tracing to try to get ray tracing, or quote-unquote ray tracing, onto consoles. It is so goddamn bad. It is so broken. You go deep into a cave and it's as bright as the sun. Granted, it's on an experimental branch, but the fact that they've deemed it good enough for people to play with on the experimental branch is embarrassing. It is broken. I will never love Java or Bedrock as much as I love the Legacy Edition. I fucking loved Pocket Edition, but that might be because I'm weird. Like, Pocket Edition had a vibe. Personally. Like, I didn't mind. I think Pocket Edition and the old console editions were the same. I didn't mind the limited world size. I actually booted up my PS3 not too long ago and looked at the worlds that I was building on the PS3 version of Minecraft. I had some crazy fucking projects going on. I had some crazy projects on Xbox too, but they're lost forever. Old Pocket Edition was a vibe when everything was super limited, including animal spawns. Yeah, there's like a cow and a pig, and that was it. The lighting was a little bit rough. There was no caves either. It was just all solid. I hate Minecraft because Microsoft fucking destroys my accounts. I bought it 5 times now. Oh! Speaking of which, if you have an old Java account, you need to go, or an old Mojang account, and if you want to keep your username and whatnot, you need to transfer it. I think the time has already come and gone now. I think it's too late now. But if I got that email for an account that I had from like 10 fucking years ago, I didn't bother to change it over because I don't really care about it that much. But if you want to keep your old Mojang username and account, you gotta go, I don't know, you gotta do something. PSA, I guess. Played it on an iPod Touch 4th gen. I played it on a fucking Kindle. Oh, that was a long time ago. Should have changed it over so you could play Minecraft on stream and have no one stalk you. What are you talking about? I just ignore everything that gets sent to me on Discord and Xbox. Like, I'll take a glance at it, but if it's not something that's moderator related or a genuine question, I just ignore everything. Can we play Minecraft? God. Not tonight. Not this weekend, and not next weekend, because I already have something planned for next weekend. I'm actually going to be streaming with a buddy of mine who streams himself, who you guys should go watch. But one of these weekends, we're going to have to get everybody together and play Minecraft, because Minecraft is our ADHD, we're bored as fuck, and we don't know what to do game, and it gets kind of wacky. Because we'll start a world, we'll never finish it, but we'll make some weird progress on it. I should bully James into letting us get back into that world again so I can make some progress. James owns the world. Because we refuse to pay for realms. If you start playing Roblox, I will be legally obligated to end you. That's 10-4 on that. I am entirely okay with that. I have zero desire to play Roblox. It never has looked appetizing to me. I want to try Minecraft Create, and I've been needing to dive deep into figuring out how to get that to work. Set up a private server for Ray and I and some other people. Because that shit looks fun. That looks interesting. I probably am not near smart enough to figure it out. Like, I could probably engineer my way through some of it, but some of it looks very complicated beyond whatever I've learned in my life. But fuck, it looks fun. The music just end again? Why do you keep doing this? Trek Tribe. Loop playlist. Shuffle playlist. Why not? I have optimized auto launchers and receivers as well as track switching. Nice. No, we've been eyeballing the Create mod for a little bit, and we've been wanting to play it. Just because it looks like it gets entirely unhinged. But we have both a satisfactory playthrough to finish before I think we touch another game of that scope. We haven't played Satisfactory in a little bit. And that's because we're still so early in the game that we're just like, oh fuck, there's so much to do. I've got to rebuild this, I've got to build that. Like, the amount of shit that we've got to do in Satisfactory is ridiculous. What's your next milestone? 50,000 subscribers. I think we're going to take a bunch of pop cans and melt them down into an aluminum or brass play button. Depending if I have the resources to do it. I need to start saving pop cans. Because I still have the 3D printed one on the wall. And it's not going anywhere. Although I need to glue it back onto the stand because it's starting to droop really bad. Oh, you're talking about milestone and fucking Satisfactory. I'm a fucking forehead. Jesus Christ. Wake up, idiot. It's not what I'm talking about. I don't give a shit about your YouTube channel. What's your next milestone in Satisfactory? I think we're at Blueprints. I think we're at level 2 or level 3. I can't remember. Satisfactory is a game you get lost in once you start. I shit you not, the last time we streamed it for almost 8 hours. And then we played it offline on our own time and played it for 12 hours. So we've made progress, but we're starting to look at it and realize, fuck, we're getting complicated now. Because I just figured out line balancing. Like, the last time we streamed it, I figured out line balancing. And so I want to use it to build an actual proper factory, because everything starts out proper, and then you realize, fuck, I have no clue what I'm doing, and then you got lines going everywhere, and assemblers and constructors sitting in random places. I need to get blueprints done, so that way I could start streamlining everything. How long have we been streaming? 2 hours, 23 minutes. Might call it quits here in a minute. Let me make sure there's nothing else missing. Radioactive rice trains. Oh, I can't wait for trains. Unity alternatives. Trust me. I shouldn't laugh at that. That's not funny, but okay. It takes a lot of setup, but the stack conveyors are awesome. I don't know if you were... I didn't stream when we played Satisfactory for a long-ass time on our own. You guys would scream at me for some of the shit I've done on there. Fallout but Satisfactory? I never get enough into the base... Well, I get into the base building, but when it comes to actual conveyors and shit like that, for the automation DLC... Or not automation. Automation DLC is something else. Or is it Automatron? I don't know. The real Fallout but Satisfactory is just Factorio. I finally made a coal gigaplant that would make a lot of people in this freaking chat cry, because it is so inefficient and such a goddamn mess. But it looks cool, and that's all that matters. If you ever play Space Engineers, tell me I need something to play with. Space Engineers is on my list of things to try, but it's kind of down low on the list, because I don't want to do a bunch of building games all at once. If I'm going to do Satisfactory, I'm going to give Space Engineers a minute. Right now, here's my list of things. Next, I'm doing at least a small video on Tower Unite. Followed up with another big video. And it really depends on what comes out first, whether the finally update Ready or Not, with the big update that they've been working on for the past fucking year, or Satisfactory, depends on what we finish first. Followed by whatever comes in second place, I guess. And then hopefully at that point, Pacific Drive is out, and I can do a video about Pacific Drive, which will be the first new game. Like, well, okay, I take that back, because Voices of the Void is technically a new game. It's still in early access, or itch.io version of early access. And BeamNG, I guess, but BeamNG isn't really new. It's been around for a minute. We are playing the Voices of the Void update this weekend, by the way. Apparently there was a lot of stuff added, especially one thing I found on fucking Twitter that I gotta try. What will the most likely subject be for the big video after Tower Unite? I don't know. Like, I really want to do Ready or Not. Like, I've been big on my cop thing as of late, and I want to do a Ready or Not video so fucking bad. But the fucking developers for Ready or Not have restructured And it has thrown everything off so goddamn much. You can milk out BeamNG considering the commented on your BeamNG video. I want to do the BeamNG movie. I'll probably start on that after the first of the year. Is what it's looking like. Depending on the situation I'm in at that point. If I've got time to do that. Because I'm probably going to have to start from scratch, depending on the updates and whatever comes out in between then. The what now? Well, when I did the BeamNG intro that a lot of people liked, a lot of people wanted to see another one. So I was going to do a whole movie, and I started on it, but never finished it because it was taking a lot of time. It's currently on Patreon, the unfinished version, but I don't know if I'm going to continue that, and I think I'm going to start fresh with whatever updates they bring us. Because there's a lot of animation I still need to learn, and a lot of things I need to learn, and I need a lot of fucking time to do it. So, but I don't want to milk BeamNG content because I'm going to leave that for other YouTubers. Like, what's his name? CarPal. Or the one shorts YouTuber that everybody fucking hates. Like, I don't want BeamNG. That's still, like, a thing that bugs me is that racing games have become my niche, and I don't really like it because a lot of racing games tend to disappoint me. Like, I know I'm about... Here soon, Forza Motorsport's going to be coming out, and I know I'm going to get disappointed by it. Will being in the video be a Patreon thing, or is that open to everyone? It'll probably be a Patreon thing. And I still haven't figured out how I'm going to go about that. And I don't even know how many Patreon members are going to be in the video. They'll probably just get small parts, because the way it is it's Ray and I in one car. Maybe some special characters that appear out of nowhere. But that's about it. Ducks Can Drive needs a video. It does need a video of its own. Treat the patrons to a toilet reveal. I'm not doing that. I would like to keep my patrons. Thank you very much. My patrons are very cool, and I'm not about to show you the fucking crust toilet. I still haven't figured out how to get that thing cleaned. The last owners was so fucking disgusting. Ducks Can Drive should be an April Fool's joke. Yeah, but that requires me to know ahead of time how much I need to put into that video for April Fools. But maybe. I do want to also do Arcade Paradise at some point. But I actually need to make some more progress on Arcade Paradise. What about the long drive? Dude, that game is hard to fucking explain. I don't know if I want to cover the long drive simply because that is a fucking fever dream, and I'm not sure if you could even put it on paper. I wouldn't even know how to approach that, to be honest. Play Need for Speed Heat? No. I finished that game. Nothing will affect me with that. Wait until the long drive is out of early access. Maybe. That was a fun stream. It was a fun stream. I wish more people were there. Not a lot of people were there. Like, there was a lot of people starting out, but then a lot of people left. Just kind of how that always works. The weekend streams never do good. When are you going to remake the Papa's Pizzeria franchise thumbnail? One of these days. Maybe this weekend I'll throw a new one up on there. I don't think it's going to help the video at all. But I'm going to see if remaking it might help boost it back up a little bit. I am still kind of bummed that it did so fucking bad. Because I put a lot of work into it. That was probably one of the videos I put the most work in since the BeamNG video. Like, the Mad Max video took a lot of time, but not a lot of effort, other than just cutting stuff. But that video actually took a lot of effort because I tried a lot of different things. But oh well, that's how the game works, I guess. That's how you win some, you lose some. That's what I'm hoping the Voices of the Void video will be doing. What about Unturned? No. I'm leaving the Unturned in 2015 where it belongs. Project Zomboid's been something on the list for a little bit, but I'm suck at Project Zomboid. So I have to actually learn how to play the game. Fucking new generations can't spend 2 milliseconds without stimulation. I don't think it's just stimulation. I think it wasn't a hot topic, so YouTube decided not to push it. Gotta go. Thank you for the laughs. Have a good time. You're welcome. I think it just didn't sell well because it wasn't a hot topic at the moment. So YouTube looked at it and said, nobody's fucking talking about Papa's Pizzeria. Fuck you. And threw it in the trash can. It needed Subway Surfers gameplay. Probably. But what's weird is my long form fucking video for Mad Max did so well. It did better than any other video. God, there's a Twitter argument that I'm accidentally being roped into because I replied to a comment. Didn't do better than My Summer Car? Yeah, but I was writing on Martin Sinopantz's hype. Because it just happened to come out the same time his video came out. Independently, it is the best performing video on the channel. Especially since, and I will be completely blunt, the My Summer Car video is my least favorite long form content video that I made. And it is my sign to do only games that I like. Because I hated covering that game. I just wanted to see how people would like long form content. So that's why I've only been sticking to the games that I've been wanting to do. A lot of people keep asking me, why did you do this game? Because I don't like it. And if I don't like it, I'm not going to make a good video about it. You hate My Summer Car? Yeah. That's been a known thing for the past few months. I dropped out Bombshell a while ago, and I've been sticking with it. I just don't like it. It, to me, is boring. It's boring and it's aggravating. So I don't like it as much. I used to like it way back in the day. I don't like it anymore. Toaster Arena. No. Maybe for a meme stream, but definitely not as a video. Maybe as a April Fool's video. What is that? You don't want to know. Just look it up on Steam. You'll see what it is. No, so that's kind of the thing that's been aggravating me is everybody wants me to cover My Summer Car and Mom Bazoo and whatnot, and those games don't appeal to me. And then people want more car game videos, and people keep saying, dude, this is your niche. This is where you need to stick to. It's like, I cannot stick to car racing games, because 9 times out of 10, they fucking suck. Like, I have not been interested in Need for Speed, The Crew, Forza, some of the big names. A lot of the smaller names are just boring to me. I'm kind of tired of Unity-based car games. It's kind of just burnt me out. A lot of people just get bummed because, like, I want to do the games that I like, and I like more than just car games. Like, I'll cover car games if a good one comes out. Because they are my favorite type of game. But no good car games have come out. And that's why I'm hoping for Pacific Drive to be a fucking banger. Because it mixes both stalker and car game into one fucking thing, and I love it. Pacific Drive comes out at some point next year, from the looks of it. Street Runner? Good luck getting footage from the Switch. It's coming out on Steam. Oh, you're talking about Mario Kart 8. Why not Mario Kart 7, or 6, or 5, or 4? They're all the same. What? What? You finally awoken from your slumber, you decide now's a great time to come bug me? What are you doing, huh? Ginger Snap? Doggo? Catto. Orange Cat. Orange, the Gremlin. Try for stream playing and killer frequency. Never heard of it. Killer frequency. What do you want? Ginger? Little ginger, little shithead. You orange gremlin. Nutters. Killing frequency. Got a little bit of cell shading to it. Kind of gives me Borderland vibes. First-person horror puzzle game that's set in 1987. Oh, I'm adding that to my wish list. That actually looks kind of neat. Add to your wish list. Why is my wish list button not working? Okay, well, my wish list button's not working, so I guess I'll just have to remember the name of this game. Are you ever going to play Fishing Planet? Nope. It's not as fucked as whatever fish game you played. Nope. Too many wishes? I have 13 things on my wish list. Half of them are games that I don't even really care about. Like Split Second, because someone wants me to cover Split Second at some point, but I'm really hesitant to do it because it's fucking Disney. Or Phasmophobia, Wrench, Red Dead Redemption 2, Nuclearis, which would be a funny stream one of these weekends. What? You're being a little turd head. You know that? You need your claws trimmed. Nuclearis? Nuclearis? Yeah. You run a nuclear power plant. Phasmophobia is fun. It was supposed to be coming to Game Pass. I don't know what happened to it. Bone Lab. Oh, now it's added. Killer and Frequency. Shadows Over Loathing. Rooted, which is a game that's supposed to be coming out at some point. It does. Enough! Stop it! That's not how you get what you want. Turd. I honestly think Rooted's just a scam. I don't think it's coming out. Road to Vostok, which is really... It's got some neat demos. And Apex Point, which I'm waiting for the game to get better. That's it. This is still going on. I'm about to end it here soon. What? Especially since the cat's being needy now. 6 days and whatever the fuck. 6 days in Fallujah? I gotta find people to play that with. Because all my friends are scared of it. I have it. I played a little bit of it myself, but you definitely need friends to play it with. Friends that you trust. Because that game is a fucking horror game. What are you doing, Feline? Hold on. I gotta move some things out of the view of my webcam that would get my channel deleted. No boomsticks allowed. I'll show you guys the cat, and then we'll call it a day. Is there anything in my background? Oh, there's a bag. Oh, my webcam moved. What the hell? Quit being a crusty little shithead. Say hi to everybody. Whoa. My webcam moved. I don't know why either. Beard? Neck beard. Needs to shave. Okay, it's all down here, and I hate it. I'm a Redditor. I'm a Discord admin. And this is my cat. Look at the camera. He won't look at the camera. He doesn't know what a camera is. Furry. I know, I need to shave it, but I'm out of razors right now, and razors are fucking expensive. So... And yes, before you ask, that lotion is for jerking off. And it's totally not for my dry-ass feet. Just to quail any questions. What are we talking about? Well, I'm about to end the stream. It kind of came a little bit late, but... Cat, Unity, some things that I probably shouldn't be bringing back in the discussion. Games. Whatnot. I would happily tell you guys that lotion was jerking off. You know that. I'm honest with you guys. God, I really do need a shave, though. You have an electric razor? No, I have a normal razor. A little Gillette Fusion Pro Glide. I need to just wax it all off. That's all you guys get to see. Fuck you. I'm gonna end the stream here. Because I got some things to do. I'm gonna go get some pizza and get to work. Take this cat and huck him like a football. So, I will see you guys this Saturday. We're playing Voices of the Void again. See ya!